director. So I want to welcome you to the third annual, or semi-annual, every 2 years, I don't know how they're classified, Hall of Fame inductions. So I would like to welcome the class of 2016, their family, friends, the community, and hopefully we'll have a nice experience here today. Before we start, I'd like everybody to rise. We're going to do the pledge. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. So I'd just like to do a couple of thank yous to the Hall of Fame Committee, the Board of Education here in St. Moriches, the administration and staff. So today we're going to start with individual words from some of our two top student athletes who would like to share their thoughts and experiences about St. Moriches athletics and the Hall of Fame. First up, junior Ryan Magill.
Thank you, Thode. Again, my name is Ryan. I'm 15 years old, and I am a junior here at St. Moriches High School. As a student, I pride myself in being a three-season scholar athlete. As an athlete, I participate in cross country, winter track, and lacrosse. Out of school, I sail for the Moriches Yacht Club. See, she knows what I'm talking about. I am just one of the great number of students here who are participating in sports. And I can state, on behalf of all of those in the St. Moriches athletic program, we sincerely enjoy the opportunities we're given. From football to soccer, from basketball to wrestling, from track and field to lacrosse and all our other sports, it's just all a great experience for everyone who works. The effects of allowing students to compete in extracurricular activities are numerous, but the most important impacts are on the students, the school, and the school community. Bear with me. I'm a speaker. This is going to take a while. First, we have the positive effects on our students. As I've been invited to speak today, I will use myself as an example. To begin with, we're able to finally stretch our legs after a day of sitting at desks, because that gets very irritating. We're able to compete physically and enjoy time with friends, as well as make new ones in the process of joining sports. When I joined cross country last year, instead of playing football as I had, I was nervous I would be an outsider, or maybe not part of the team. 1 year later, I'm an active member of the team as we look to make it to states this year. Through athletics, students become better multitaskers, planners, and overall better students. We become motivated just to do well in school in general. And some of us, if we're very lucky, we get to participate in collegiate athletics. However, this comes from being able to participate in sports at school. Now, we look at the impacts on our school as a whole. Every morning on the announcements, we hear of our successes of our peers, we give them high fives in hallways, good job, great win last night, it was a great game or a match, it was a lot of fun always. We hear of upcoming matches as we wish our teams good luck, or individual players if you get to those sports. We arrive with our student apparel, we sit, we cheer, and we have crazy times there, it's a lot of fun. I got to sit once behind a Mattatuck game where we all just started screaming at each other. Those are the most fun times. In this way, we're able to come together as a school, and some younger students may not know this, but it's the greatest feeling when you're all sitting together in that bond that you're St. Moriches Red Devils. It's great. While I have yet to experience being able to put up a banner, which is the greatest feeling in the world, probably, if you need to ask anyone, I feel like a lot of our people up here would have been able to attest how great that feeling is. The best example recently was the 2009 boys soccer team. So if you need to ask Coach O'Brien over there how that felt, right? That must have been a great feeling, huh? The athletic program brings our school together. And most importantly, we view our community. We are the literal example here sitting today of what a community is like to be brought together. We celebrate student athletes past and in the middle of homecoming. This event brings back students who have been long since gone. I had the honor to induct Mr. Perrier 2 years ago, and what it turns out, he graduated in 1959, the same year my grandfather graduated. I figured this out when I went to the football game afterwards, and they were catching up after nearly 55 years of not seeing each other. much. And it's insane that they actually knew each other, and I had that honor to induct him as well. So, and anyone who's attended a St. Moriches game, it gets really crazy. It's fun. So we all come together as a community to enjoy our sports teams play. In conclusion, the experience of being a student athlete is something you carry with you for the rest of your life. It teaches you how to handle adversity and while providing us a way to show our Red Devil spirit. It's times like this where we truly realize how we come together as a school and a school community. Thank you, and go Red Devils.
Some of you are aware, we started the Hall of Fame. I arrived here as the athletic director in 2011. We started the Hall of Fame in 2012 when we honor inductees every 2 years. And I should note that these two individuals were here for our first induction. Second one too?
No, just the first.
First? Okay.
I was here for the second.
Okay. Sorry, Paige. So it's nice that this will actually be the last one for both of them, at least as students here. So I'd like to introduce our next speaker, Paige Volkmann. Paige is a senior here. She is at the top of her class, and she is committed to play lacrosse at Binghamton. So she's going to share a few words with you as well.
Okay, good afternoon, everyone. As Mr. said, my name is Paige Volkmann. A little background, well, I'm a senior here. I have been on the varsity soccer team since freshman year, and I played varsity lacrosse since 8th grade. I've hung, I think, 2 banners in the gym. I've been a Long Island champion twice, and a Suffolk champion twice, I think. Is that right?
Correct.
Okay. Yeah, so a little bit of background. So I'm very happy to be here speaking to all of you on this very special day. Each and every one inductee has been a very influential person in our town from high school to adulthood. Athletics have been an intricate part of my high school experience. Being an athlete means showing character, leadership, time management, organization, and respect both on and off the field. The world would not be as good a place without any of you athletes here today. Congratulations on your accomplishment of being inducted into the St. Moriches Athletic Hall of Fame. Thank you for giving your time, energy, and dedication to every team you have been on to this day. You are an inspiration and continue to be one for all young athletes like myself all over Long Island and throughout New York State. Being an athlete is a testament to your character and your drive to be the best that you can be. I strive every day, both in the classroom and on the field, to represent the high levels of expectations that you yourselves have set for all future athletes that go through St. Moriches High School. On behalf of myself and all of the other Red Devils, I commend you and congratulate you on your induction into this prestigious Hall of Fame. I personally thank you and congratulate you on your induction into the, I personally thank you for all you have done to make our community great so that all future athletes can strive for the same accomplishments and achieve greatness as all of you have done.
Okay, so we're going to start with the inductions. We are going to start with Arthur Rumph. We're going to ask Ms. Rumph and Dave Rowland to come up to receive the plaque. And Paige is going to read the plaque to the community.
Arthur C. Rumph, St. Moriches High School class of 1941. As evidenced below, the years that Artie lived and worked in this community were very active and very fulfilling. He provided nothing except advice, support, and encouragement to all that knew him and was dedicated to his every endeavor. The product of Artie's work and the spirit of his volunteerism has made the Moriches a richer and more rewarding place to live. What's even more remarkable is that he never complained and accomplished everything below with only one finger on his left hand. His recognition for exceptional accomplishment rightfully goes to a most exceptional person. His athletic highlights were in 1938, soccer, fullback, baseball, pitcher, and outfielder, baseball, center. 1939, soccer, fullback, baseball, pitcher, and outfield, basketball, center, track, shot put, discus, 440 relay. 1940, soccer, fullback, baseball, pitcher, and outfield, track, shot put, cross country, tennis, basketball, center. 1941, soccer, halfback, baseball, pitcher, outfield, basketball, center. Community Service Awards and Accomplishments. Charter member and past president of the Chamber of Commerce of the Moriches. Moriches Community Development Advisor 1981. Moriches Public Water Project Advisor 1963 to 1982. Co-founder of St. Moriches Little League. Member of the St. Moriches Fire Department from 1946 to 2014. Suffolk County Fire Commissioner from 1969 to 2008, member of the CMFD Indians Championship Tournament Team, recipient of the Daily News Outstanding Fire Chief of Suffolk County Award 1957, Chairman, Suffolk County Board of Fire Commissioners 1975 to 1981, charter member and past president of the Moriches Anglers Club, Suffolk County High School basketball referee 1948 to 1978, past president, Eastern Long Island Basketball Referee Association, member of International Association of Basketball Officials since 1948, president 1953 to 1954, merit badge counselor for the Boy Scouts of America, member of the New York State Masonic Order 1960 to 2014, master, Podunk Masonic Lodge 1967 and 1970, member, Lions Club of the Murdoch 1954 to 2014, president 1956 to 1958, Lions Club Zone Chairman 1964 to 1967, Lions Club Deputy District Governor from 1967 to 1970, Moriches Chamber of Commerce Citizen of the Year in 1983, and Grand Marshal, Center Moriches St. Patrick's Day Parade 2007.
Dave Burrell is going to speak, has a few words to speak on behalf of our group.
Notice the size of the font on my paper. I graduated from here in 1972, and then I could read that. Now I need a little bit. Thank you. Artie Rumph was a lifelong resident of this area and one of the pillars of this community. In his younger days, as evidenced by what is on this plaque, Artie was a great athlete, and as time went on, was involved in a great many initiatives and programs throughout the surrounding area. Even into his later years, he was always keenly interested in the sports activities at Center Moriches High School. He followed the scores of the various games in the newspaper if he couldn't actually attend the games in person. Into his mid to late 80s and even early 90s, Artie would make every effort to attend home games to cheer for CMHS. When it became difficult for him to walk from the parking lot to the field, Artie would often ask Joe Townsend to pick him up in the golf cart, and after the game, drop him back at his truck for the short ride home. He supported this high school throughout his entire life. So on behalf of the entire Rumph family, I want to thank you for honoring him with this award. Artie was the quintessential Red Devil, and I'm certain that he's looking down on us right now with that big old smile on his face, flashing us all a big thumbs up. Thank you.
Okay, next up, we have Emil Rowland Sr. Angela Rowland is going to accept on his behalf.
Emil Rowland Sr., class of 1957. Sports played soccer, basketball, track, and baseball. He was captain of the soccer team from 1955 to 1957. He was a captain on the basketball team from 1955 to 1957 as well. He served in the United States Air Force. Emil was considered by his peers as a fierce and intelligent competitor. He was instrumental in the success of his teams with his strong leadership and outstanding athletic ability. Emil was considered a very intelligent player with versatility in all sports he played. He was unique with his strength, speed, and fluid athletic movement. Emil was a hard worker who led by example. His teammates appreciated his intense desire to succeed and considered him the ultimate teammate. Emil was a marvel on the athletic playing fields. He made his teammates better and brought a tremendous amount of pride and respect to the fields and courts of Center Moriches High School. Emil was an integral member of the Center Moriches Hall of Fame, recognized in 1954 to 1955 and 1956 Suffolk County Soccer Championship teams. Emil was a difference maker. He exemplifies all of the characteristics of greatness in the Center Moriches athletic program. His mark will forever be part of the foundation of excellence that has defined Center Moriches athletics.
So I'm the second generation. We need to have the fourth generation.
Okay, next up, Vincent Piazzola.
Vincent Piazzola, class of 1958. Sports played / coached. Before Vinny entered Center Moriches High School, he played baseball for several years with the South Shore Junior PAL All-Stars. Throughout his high school career, Vinny played baseball, basketball, soccer, and ran cross country. He was a standout pitcher who attracted the attention of professional teams and signed with the San Francisco Giants. Vinny also tried out his coaching and his patience and spent 10 years as head coach for Little League teams, helping young players develop athletic skills and good sportsmanship. High school athletic achievements. During the 1958 season at Moriches High School, Vinny pitched 102 innings and struck out 187 batters for a pitching record of 15-0. 7 of his victories were shutouts. During his years of varsity baseball, he compiled a record of 88 victories and 8 losses. In his senior year, coached by Howie Heckman, Vinny no-hit pitching was a huge factor in the Red Devils winning the first county baseball crown in the history of the school. Vinny was also an all-scholastic goalie for the soccer team and was instrumental in the Red Devils winning the Suffolk County All-Star Soccer Championship. Honors and awards. Vinny played varsity and lettered in all the sports he played. In 1958, with Pete Naveretta and Coach Heckman looking on, East End baseball chairman John Comba of West Hampton presented Vinny with the B Crown Trophy. He was given the honor of presenting the trophy to the school principal, Stanley Abrams, at the awards banquet. Both events were published in the Tribune. Vinny was also recognized early in his career by the news media. The spotlight on sports described him as a potential star for his fine, sharp-breaking curve, speed, and good control when he pitched for the PAL. In 1957, one article noted that pitching is 90% of scholastic baseball and described Heckman as being wealthy because he had the services of Vincent Piazzola. In 1959, the Moriches Tribune examined the history and accomplishments of 1958. The year was said to be highlighted by the performance of Vincent Piazzola, who had the most impressive records of any schoolboy diamond star and was one of the top throwers in the country. One newspaper article described Vinny's pitching as Hall of Fame pitching performance. He attended Adelphi University and Dale Carnegie Institute. He was a dedicated and gifted athlete who loved sports and played them well. His performance was extraordinary, and he brought recognition and excitement to Moriches High School. The experience helped him define himself as a high-achieving individual who has loved life always, doing his best at whatever he attempts. He has served his community well, served in the military and fought in Vietnam, raised 3 successful children with his wife for over 53 years. He is proud of his years at Moriches. He has a great respect for it and is grateful to his coaches, his teammates, and his school. It is an honor and a joy that he is being inducted into the Moriches Athletic Hall of Fame at this time. He is a part of Moriches history, and Moriches will always be a part of him.
Vincent could not be here with us today. He did send his congratulations to the other inductees, and thanks for being inducted. Okay. Next up, we're going to have Peter Navaretta, who also could not be here today. So we're going to present and have this video sent to both Vincent and Pete.
Peter Naveretta, class of 1959. Member of varsity soccer 1955 to 1959, All-County 1958 and 1959, All-League 1958-1959, County Championship 1958, County Scoring Record 1959, League Championship 1958. Member of varsity baseball from 1955 to 1959, County Championship in 1958, League All-Star 1958 and 1959. And he was a member of the varsity basketball team from 1955 to 1959 and was a league all-star. And he was also a member of varsity track. For college, Peter attended Ithaca College from 1959 to 1963. He played college for 4 years, basketball for 2 years, and baseball for 1 year. Peter was selected to the All-New York State soccer team in 1963. He was college MVP also in 1963. Peter also coached soccer at the Florida Institute of Technology from 1973 to 1980. He coached at Martin High School in Stuart, Florida from 1981 to 1983. His team won the league championship in 1981, 82, and 83. He also won the district championship in the same years. Peter was Coach of the Year in 1981, 82, and 83. his team amassed over 142 wins. In 1969, as a player, Peter played on the United States Soccer Amateur Cup Championship team, the British Lions, and was voted Washington, D.C. Premier League All-Star in 1968 and 1969. He says, "I would like to thank Moriches High School for this cherished honor. I've always had sports in my life as a player, coach, and a fan. The lessons I have learned have been invaluable in my sports life and professional life. I was fortunate to play for 4 years under Coach Heckman, who told me every year to learn a life lesson each time I played. What great advice that was. I have said the same thing to players I have coached, and hopefully they have passed it on as well. In later years, I am sure that all athletes think about their achievements. I do, except I remember the teammates, the fun, the emotion, and the competition. Great memories. Again, I thank CMHS and Go Red Devils."
Last but certainly not least, Trisha Kutkiewicz, class of 2005.
Trisha Kutkiewicz. Quick side note, we've all done members of the yacht club as well, and we do a sailing program that she was part of as well for a very long time. Trisha Kutkiewicz, graduation year 2005. Sports played and coached: soccer, softball, basketball,
Didn't coach yet.
No, not yet.
Not
It
yet.
just says there. Athletic achievements: Suffolk Zone winner 2005, Newsday Athlete 2005, Athletic Achievement Award 2004, All League Soccer 2003, All League Softball 2002 and 2003, All Division Softball 2002, Rookie of the Year Soccer 2002, Varsity Captain for Soccer, and for softball 4-year Scholar Athlete. Trisha was not only one of the most accomplished inspirational athletes at Moriches, she became the top female sailor in New York State, later going on to represent the United States in sailing at the World Championship, winning a gold medal. Gold medal World Military Championship in 2015, bronze medal for World Sailing Championship 2013, 3-time member of the Armed Forces Sailing Team and was team captain, 4-time varsity letter winner at the United States Naval Academy, 2-time Female Sailor of the Year, and 6 national championship appearances. And she attended the United States Naval Academy in 2009. Trisha has represented United States Moriches High School at the highest level of athletics, but furthermore, the United States of America. Her competitive success and selfless endeavors can all be attributed to many lessons, numerous victories and defeats, countless hours of training, and the sweat and tears on the playing fields of Moriches. Trisha decided to give back to her community and country after the events of September 11th, serving as an officer in the military in the United States Navy. That's
Trisha's going to round out our inductions with a speech, or a couple comments she'd like to share with the community as well.
First off, I want to say what an incredible honor it is to be standing up here receiving this award among such inspirational and influential group of people. This is really humbling. So as I sat on my flight here from California, it's been over 7 years since I've been back, and I just started thinking about all the experiences I've had and like what Moriches meant to me, like really what I learned from it, what I've taken from my experiences here. As a young girl, I remember putting on my first uniform as I stepped out on the MYO soccer field with my brand new teal jersey that was down to my knees. Exceptional coaches like Cookie and Tony Parlato and my dad led me into some of my first defeats and triumphs I ever experienced. If anyone knows me, I was always the smallest player out on the field when I was young. But it's really where I learned size doesn't matter, and no dream or goal I had was ever too big. I graduated up to the red and white Moriches. I still remember dressing for my first varsity soccer game as a freshman, where Coach Hartman decided to put me in just to shoot a penalty kick for our championship game. I wore softball and basketball uniforms for years under Coach Roberts, and it's really where I began to learn what it meant to be part of a team and something bigger than myself. I started to understand what it meant to represent Center Moriches. Every time I put that jersey on, what community stood behind me. I went on to the United States Naval Academy, where I sailed for the top-ranked team, earning 4 varsity letters, 6 national championships, and the award of being the top female sailor for 2 years. It really started to sink in as I progressed, the foundations of competition that I had learned growing up in Center Moriches. I commissioned as an officer in the world's greatest Navy in 2009 and put on a new uniform, the colors of our country. I deployed all over the world, served on ships supporting the disaster relief in Haiti. We led attack missions on Osama bin Laden, was boots on the ground in Kuwait, and recently as an aide to an admiral in the Pentagon. Putting on a military uniform is a pride and unlike any other. This past year, I was chosen to represent the United States as part of Team USA at the Military World Championship. Having earned this prestige and honor is only a reflection of the hard work and dedication I had put in over the years playing on the fields of Center Moriches. We won the gold medal and stood underneath our flag as it raised above all the rest and listened to our national anthem playing, all while wearing the uniform of the United States. I take great pride in wearing a uniform. It stands for discipline, the loved ones you represent when you put it on, and the hard work it takes to earn, and what a true blessing it is to be able to wear a uniform. I want to thank the community of Center Moriches, the coaches, teachers, and faculty, and most importantly, my family, for not only honorably representing Center Moriches, but being able to serve our country and wear the ultimate uniform. So, thank you.
So, to finalize our wonderful day here, I think today is about legacy. At Center Moriches, we believe your legacy, or the mark you leave, is the most sacred opportunity we have as individuals. We want all of our graduates to make a positive impact on the world. We want our graduates to make the world a better place. We want each graduate to leave here a better person and citizen. We want our graduates to grow and improve who they are in their own personal existence. Most student athletes don't truly think about one day making it into the Hall of Fame. I'm sure some competitive athletes walk by this wall and say, one day. But generally, the Hall of Fame isn't on their radar. The Hall of Fame is more than fame and recognition. I personally didn't come from an overly athletic family. I was the youngest and had athletic opportunities that my siblings didn't have. I was and still am very competitive, and I played many sports, ultimately settling on football, and had a very successful collegiate career. I married an athletic woman, and we were raising 4 wonderful children. I've coached and trained all of them. I learned they aren't me athletically, and I learned how to truly teach them the value of athletics. I learned through parenting, education, and coaching that athletics isn't about titles, banners, awards, and wins, because the large majority of participants don't achieve them, and only 50% of the contest results in victory. I tell my girls that athletics is about life. At sports, we struggle, we fail, we hurt, we have disappointments. We don't always get what we want, what we think we deserve, or what we need. In athletics, to succeed, we have to focus, work, and sacrifice. We have to have the ability to stay grounded, and we have to be versatile. Athletics forces us to reflect and evaluate who we are, what we want, what we are willing to give. Sometimes we do this outwardly, but often introspectively. Athletics can be chaos. It can be helter-skelter for us, emotionally, socially, and physically. Our minds and bodies have to adapt, overcome, and persevere. I can say with decent certainty that every athlete has quit, given up, or doubted themselves. Exhausted and dejected, we have gotten back into training, practice, or a game. An experience we can always relate to life. Athletics brings about conflict across communities, towns, leagues, teams, coaches, teammates, and even friends. This opposition can be animus. Through these experiences and exposures, we are given the opportunity to learn, change, and find resolution. Many people over many years in many areas of athletics highlight the glory and euphoria of sport. The true power and greatness in athletics is the journey and the path each person takes, regardless if they are victory or defeat, success or failure. The expectation of the expectation of athletic does not discriminate. The life lessons there are equally and equitable, and every person who any person who took a chance through sport. The great success stories, like each of our inductees, are paved with a combination of struggle and success, but most valuable lessons were learned in the process and the experience, not the victories. Our Hall of Fame symbolizes the foundation of success. It symbolizes teamwork, leadership, commitment, potential, relationships, and creating change. The wall is inspiration to follow dreams, be a role model, and achieve personal greatness. All of our inductees, all of this class, are reminders, past and present, that athletics should be and is a powerful agent of life lessons and personal community enrichment. Athletics is more than just what you did. Athletics becomes who you are, personally, professionally, in all areas of your existence. Your lives are forever intertwined with many experiences you had and gave on the courts and fields of not only St. Moriches, but across Long Island, New York, and beyond. How you live your life is painted with strokes of red and white experiences, creating the masterpiece that defines what you have done and who you are. You are now officially a St. Moriches legacy and will forever be associated with the heartbeat of the Red Devils. You are the foundation of our ideals, and we are forever grateful. Congratulations to the class of 2016. So at this time, I would like all the inductees to come up together, or their family representatives with their plaques, so we can just get a picture. You are welcome at halftime of our football game, weather permitting, if you'd like to come down. We do honor the inductees at halftime. It will be probably around 2:30, 3 o'clock. We walk you out at halftime in front of our crowd, and we announce, still got more. Smile. Okay, I think we're good. So in the program is our schedule for the day athletically, both out on the court, the fields and in the court. So you're welcome to come to any and support all of our games. But like I said, if the inductees would like to come back at halftime, maybe get some lunch or something like that, again, 2:33, 3 o'clock down on the track. Thank you.
Thank you.